Come over here, Jesse, and sit down.
Yes, Daddy. So I want to introduce you to my father, Bill Kizorek, drum roll. And my dad, I've been really blessed with an amazing mentor and someone who's been my hero and someone who's really been almost like a slave driver in my life to make sure that I was successful at business. So you asked for him, now you've got him.
I really was tired of supporting her, if you want to know the truth. She didn't get that. And when she finally got it, she was offended and thought I didn't love her anymore. But I do love her. I just didn't want to keep feeding her whole life.
Yes, and so my dad pushed me out of the nest, and it was a lot of the things that my dad taught me that I've brought into the Make Them Beg program because I've taken his advice, put it to work, and am now wanting to teach that to you. But one of the things that you really taught me a lot about was how to almost create a larger than life persona. So even though when I was little, you ran a small business, three people in the basement. Even now I'm running a relatively small business, but you and I have both been successful.
See, you did it again. You just said she has like a score of people. She may have 50 working for her. She doesn't run a small business. Say, you don't run a small business, you run a big operation.
I run a big operation.
Really? Okay.
You got that? But that's the kind of thing that my dad has taught me all along. So what's your advice to them in terms of being authentic and telling the truth about where they're at, but at the same time almost appearing larger than life?
So here's what I did. My clients were huge insurance companies. They wanted to know that they were dealing with a big investigative agency with a lot of people. And they would say flat out, here's a client saying, how many people are on your staff? And I say, that's a corporate secret. And that I would stand up to them and say that was like stunning. Nobody ever did not give me business because of it. But here's the key. When we got the work in, we did it right. We did the work right. And that's why I think you're successful. You're a consultant, you consult, they succeed, they come back and they talk to other people about you. So I just never like when you say, well, I'm just Jessica and a couple people. I don't like when you use the word me. Oh, they gave me the work. I say we. It's you and the staff. Let them think that you are bigger than life. It's really, really important if you want to play a bigger game.
And so that's why I wanted to bring him to you for a couple short video segments, because as a badass businesswoman, I'm assuming that you want to play a bigger game than you're playing now. So you have to create an aura around you and grow into a future of knowing where you want to be. That's one of the biggest things we talk about and Make Them Beg is looking long term. I mean, when they saw the picture of me draped over your shoulder, you knew that 10 years down the road you wanted to be a gigantic company. I mean,
yes. Oh no, I knew I was a gigantic company then in my own mind. See, I always thought I was a gigantic company, so it made it a lot better that I was deceiving myself. And then it was easier to mislead others, but in the end, everybody seemed to be very happy about the whole process.
And so he backed it up. He under-promised, he over-delivered, and he grew himself from creating this character to really becoming an industry leader. But in his head, he was always an industry leader and someone that I've always admired, who's pushed me to be better at promoting myself.
Yeah, and keep in mind one other thing too. In the beginning it was me and a couple of investigators. In the end, when I sold the company, it was 204 people. 204. And one of the things but everybody wanted to deal with me. And so a lot of times they'd say, Bill, we want you to work the cases. And I'd say, no, the company will handle it. We will handle it. Our staff will do it. And the more comfortable these clients got over the years, it just turned into, I mean, we would bill out over $1 million every month in services.
That's my daddy. That was a good one.
All right, now just hit the rewind.